Abusia yencha ne sanso mu akwa be me channel so hada so aye be media je chabu so be so wase ena ne de ko no channel so ne di kwan so ye be so wase be subscribe dia me notification bell no so for my podcast update na abusia ene Paul Adom Okyere MPP Paul Adom Okyere abusia ne wabedi nkomo e de afa eye Ibrahim Mahama yes ya ye president his excellency John Dramani Mahama ni nua be ma Ibrahim Mahama yes papa ye beto dwa so akoto eye new private jet e de ni old private jet no e de ama oman Ghana the whole of mine say yemfa na yemfa enye emergency transport eba medical yemfa enye emergency transport abusia na Paul Adom Okyere aliki ensem bi e de afa papa mu bi beka say expose na waye we de ma mekasa wa ma mekasa yetente yonko ni tensem waka e de afa eye Ibrahim Mahama emra sese ha e da so aye be media je chabu se be se wa se ene de di ko ni channel so ni di kwan so ye be se wa so be subscribe be like na buso wa bo aso a shema for person be tie no anya bi ete yenche won ete nkomo a Paul Adom Okyere de atudwa efa eye Ibrahim Mahama wa masisia
to the engineers and planners story, and I'd like to begin with the history of Ibrahim Mahama. Now, what's the story? The president's brother Ibrahim Mahama has been announced to be preparing himself to take over a mine which was handled by Australians before. Ibrahim has been working in mining for a very long time. The minority in parliament feel that whatever the agreement is, it has to come before parliament. And I agree with that. Whatever the agreement has to come before parliament. But it's brought a bit of consternation in the system. Even among the NDC, they are divided. Among the MPP, they are divided. I got 2 phone calls today. One guy called me when we put the flyer up that we're going to talk about Ibrahim. And he called me and said, hey, boss, you have been saying that you support local companies. Today, we are watching what you say about Ibrahim Mahama. Say he's not your party person. We will see. I didn't say much. Another person called me and said that, look, this is state capture. You have to talk about it. This is state capture. When the NDC were in opposition, talk about state capture. This is state capture. You have to talk about it. So 2 different opinions. Now, let me give you a good evening Ghana opinion. Let's go to the Kentucky-Taria thing. Do you have it? Does it come in early in the brief? Okay. Let's see. Is that it? No. Yeah, that is it. So this is, I call it Kentucky-Taria. Sorry, I mean the Okyere interchange, you know. Now, the reason why I brought up Okyere interchange is that, to my knowledge, this was the first construction work Ibrahim did. This was in 1998-99. To my knowledge, and I know a lot about this personally, because when he was digging, I was going there in 1999. When I closed from work, he's there, he's digging. Then we all go there. You know, a lot of us, myself, Dan Chotia, MPP boys. You know, okay. Now, I was going to say something about Ibrahim's background with MPP, but that's not part of this conversation. I'll come to that later on. So this is Kentucky-Taria. So why do I keep saying that? It's Okyere, what we used to call Sankara Circle. Those of you who are old like me, what we used to call Sankara Circle. This was Ibrahim's first job. Oh. It was a contract given to a company called Razel or something like that. He, as a young man, I don't know how old Ibrahim is. How old today? I'm not sure. This is 99, so he was 20-something, I think, 29 or 30, something like that. Engineers and planners was already in place, and they got the job. So if you look at this excavation, you see this is the road. The excavation here, it was engineers and planners who dug, they excavated for the road construction to be done. This, I believe, is one of their first big jobs, engineers and planners, the company. So this is a company that's coming from that far away. Yeah, there's politics, yes. Ibrahim is political because his brother is president. He may get an advantage because his brother is president. All that is understandable. But in terms of this Damang mine, I am not against, or we should not be against, a Ghanaian, whether his brother is president or not, collecting the mine, so long as the procedures and the processes are kosher. Once the processes are kosher, we should not be worried about it. This is Ibrahim's first job, 1999. We all drive. If you are in Accra, you drive there every day. The Sankara Circle, when you are going in front of GBC, when you are coming from Labadi and you drive under, or you pass on the round, or you climb over, remember, it was Ibrahim Mahama who did the excavation. There's traffic there, all the cars who pass there, some pass under, some pass top, some pass down. It was Rollins time contract. He was the subcontractor for this. So that's the history of the man. Yeah, he may have political advantage. Yeah, he may be this, he may be that. All of us are this and that. It's okay. So this is what Ibrahim did first. Okay. Let's now move back to the story. Let's take me back to the story and let's start. So it was reported in the media that there's a Damang mine that has been, or Ibrahim is preparing to take. and there's conversation about it. Our view of the matter is that we don't find much wrong with it. Engineers and planners has been engaged in infrastructure development and subcontracting in the mining sector for a very long time. In fact, in this particular Damang mine, they have been subcontractors for a long time. Engineers and planners was involved as subcontractor for the construction of the Okyere interchange, the first interchange in Ghana. That was engineers and planners. They were the subcontractors, and because he's a black man and he's a small boy, he's always subcontractor. Ibrahim has been subcontractor for the longest time, before his brother became president. Now, if you look at the video that is showing with me, that is the Okyere interchange I was talking about. That's the video that is showing. This is engineers and planners' work. This is Ibrahim Mahama's work, conducted in 1999, way back. That's the work that they did. Okay, let me flip on this one. Let's see what we get. Now, yeah, this is an example of the construction. Is the thing. This is it again here. You can see it. It's the first work that he did. Now, they were involved as Okyere is the first interchange. So how does the Damang mine story begin? This is Damang mine. In 2002 to 2016, engineers and planners provided mining services at subcontractors, digging an earth movement at the Damang mine. First contract as operator in 2016. So in 2016, between 2002 and 2016, Ibrahim Mahama was a subcontractor for the Damang. I'm not sure how the subcontractor, what they do, but I am guessing that from my little understanding of contract law, I am guessing that subcontractor just means that they are giving a subcontract from the main contractor, that they are not the main contractor. So black boys are not the main contractor. So the battle has always been, when will the black boy be the main contractor? I was delighted when President Akufo-Addo opened the motorway, when he commissioned the project on the motorway. And the president proudly said that this is one of the most major constructions being done in Ghana. And he, the president Akufo-Addo, was proud to say that this is a Ghanaian contractor who is doing it. Over the last 8 years, Akufo-Addo has produced plenty contractors and has encouraged all of them. I don't want to mention their names because they tell me if I mention their names, people will come to them for money. So they don't want me to mention their names. But the motorway that you see is being done by a Ghanaian local contractor, very powerful. NDC contractor, they said he was, and told Akufo-Addo that don't give the contract to him. Akufo-Addo examined what he could do. He said he's Ghanaian. I'll give it to him. And he went to the motorway and launched it and mentioned their name, that this is a Ghanaian, and he, president, is proud of it, that a Ghanaian is doing this. People say the man is John Mahama's friend, the one doing the motorway. That is John Mahama's friend. They say he's John Mahama's relative. They say he's Mahama Yarege's brother. All that may be true. But I was there when President Akufo-Addo stood his ground, that he's Ghanaian, he will get it. In fact, I remember, it's a personal story, maybe I shouldn't say it, but I'll say it. I was out of the country. And when the work was going on for this contractor to get this job, and we were all told that, Charlie, there's fight too. Some country, I don't want to mention the country, some European country people have the contract and they say that they will do it. They don't want the Ghanaian, but the president is really pushing for the Ghanaian. So come to town and let's all go and fight for this. This is Ghanaian. And then the president went to commission it. It's a Ghanaian contractor doing the motorway. Ghanaian local black boy contractors are never the boss. They are subcontractors. So Ibrahim has been working here as subcontractor up to 2016. Okay, let's move on. Now in 2022, official inquiry into the mine acquisition by EMP, Goldfields and EMP formally engaged in talks. So in 2023, the engineers and planners people, engineers and planners is not all a black company. It's led by black, but they have some white engineers. I've seen them. They have some white engineers in there, but they are led by black. Ibrahim Mahama is the leader. And there are many important black people at the helm of affairs at engineers and planners. IETV and all these guys are there. So engineers and planners decided that, look, and those who know Ibrahim will tell you that he's always been talking about why is the Obroni always the boss? Why is Obroni always the boss? He's the boss in his country. He's the boss in South Africa. He's the boss in Australia. He's the boss in Ghana too. Then they say, but we don't have money. He said, we have to find the money. Where does Obroni get the money from? He goes to borrow from a bank. If we have the money, we can borrow from the bank. So after many years of working as subcontractor, engineers and planners decide that, look, now they want to enter the game. John Mahama was not present at the time, but I can bet my bottom dollar. If Akufo-Addo is president and this is a deal that he should support and the deal is clean, Akufo-Addo will push it. It's Ghanaian. It's Ghanaian. There are not many presidents in our country who have been more Ghanaian than Akufo-Addo. It's Ghanaian, you push it. It may be political advantage to some people, but it's Ghanaian. You push it. So engineers and planners engage that they want to do the mine. Then on 4 September 2023, Goldfields Ghana Limited, through their local people, Abosu Goldfields, issued a demobilization notice to engineers and planners, meaning they informed EMP that they were leaving the site, they were leaving the mine. So the Obroni people said the gold price was not doing that well. So the Obroni people said they are leaving the mine. So they told the subcontractor, Charlie, demobilize, remove your equipment. We won't be here. All right. Then an agreement was signed by Minister Abu Jinapo. It's not an agreement. It was a no objection given to gold engineers and planners to proceed to try and acquire the mine. Goldfields recommended engineers and planners to continue operating the Damang mine after April 18, 2026. So from the no objection of the minister that, well, if Goldfields is leaving and engineers and planners feel themselves powerful or ready and well equipped to take over, the minister has no objection. Then, in fact, Goldfields themselves recommended that engineers and planners should continue to operate the mine after April 2026. Now, it's all about the gold price. So we have to pray for Ibrahim, because the gold price is good. But if the gold price goes down, he's in trouble. It's not simple. It's not very simple like that. Oh, the gold price is good today, so I mean he can get the mine. But if he doesn't, if the gold price goes down, he's in trouble. And all these white companies, they all fold when the gold price goes down. Give me Ibrahim Mahama's photograph again. So this is our first exposure of it. We're going to do a detailed work on this Damang mine. We're going to go inside, talk to the people there, talk to Ibrahim himself, talk to all other people, and understand what it is. What is left, though, is that the deal must go to Parliament, and that the Parliament should be happy with it, and I'm sure they'll be happy with it, and then it can proceed. But I think we should salute Ibrahim Mahama. If he's able to achieve this thing, he's the first Obibini to lead a mine, I'm sure, in the whole world. Obibini has not led the mine, never ever before. Obibini, black man. You know when Samuel Eto'o used to play football, when he scores a goal, then he goes to the crowd, he said, I'm black. Look at my skin, I'm black. And I love Samuel Eto'o for that. I just love Samuel Eto'o. Great striker, fantastic guy. Ibrahim Sani is the one who introduced me to. Ibrahim Sani, how are you? Good evening. So if Ibrahim Mahama gets this thing, and I believe that he will get it, he will be the first Obibini person to control a mine. Let's pray that the gold prices hold up and that we'll have something good. And 20 years from now, our children will be able to write that in 2026, the first African, Ghanaian, took over the Damang mine. The first African took it over. It was approved by the previous government in terms of his interest was approved by the previous government. Yes, his brother was president. Naturally, if his brother is president and he goes to and say, bro, look, they gave me no objection. So tell your minister that Goldfields people have agreed that I take over the mine. Tell Minister Kofi Boah that I'm coming to see him. It is okay for the president to call Kofi Boah and say, Minister, Ibrahim is coming to see you. He got a no objection. The Goldfields people say that they want to sell it to him. So look at it for him. And then if it's good, let's do it. Minister, he's coming. You say, Ibrahim, go and see the minister. That's okay. I don't think there's any problem with that. I will do that too. So the minority in parliament held a press conference, and their main concern was that whatever the deal is, they want parliament to see it. I'm sure that the lawyers of engineers and planners have no hesitation to present this to parliament. Let us salute Ibrahim Mahama for this. I'll come and deal with NDC matters, no problem. But this one, I have to succumb to my age, often held and expressed view that the commanding heights of our economy should be left in the hands of Ghanaians themselves. Prime Minister Buzia said that the commanding heights of our economy should be in the hands of Ghanaians themselves, the banking sector, the mining. The most important part is the mining. That's why we have lost out. If you read Sam Jones' autobiography, you cry. We have lost out in the mining. It's all gone. Let us begin to claw back. Let us begin to get some for future generations. Ibrahim, we wish you well. May God help you to secure this mine. And when you get it, make it to the benefit of Ghanaian people. It's not NDC mine, it's engineers and planners mine. So NDC is inside, MP. I want the day when your director of legal will be MPP, marketing manager is NDC, head of engineering is MPP. That's what I'm looking for. We can unite Ghana in your mind, make a lot of money for the Ghanaian people so that we can take our destiny into our own hands. Congratulations, bro. That's not bad. Let's hope that it works. Okay, that's the end of the Ibrahim story.